I see Alex picked the intellectual elite of America to talk to you during that package. Right, my guests this week have no plans to get hits to each other, unless there's some plans in the offing, and the green room was there. No?
I've no idea what you're talking about.
OK. They are Sex Pistol John Lydon and Liverbird Claire Sweeney, who's making her first assault on the album charts. Welcome to you both.
Hello.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
That's all right. Any time. Come around my house, do anything. You excited about Julia Roberts marrying her cameraman?
No, and I don't think anyone should be. I hate all that showbiz gossip. I think it's bad for your mentality, particularly if they're American. I can say that fully because I live there.
Oh, I love a bit of gossip.
I think you might be on the wrong show.
I do?
You should be better than that.
Oh no, a bit of gossip doesn't do any harm.
No, you should be more interested in accuracy in your own life than other people's mistakes. And, I mean, that's an endless typical American, isn't it? Facelifts and divorces, you know. And they're going to lead the world, are they? You know, they're going to sort out Afghanistan with a film or two.
Do you not get tempted by the LA lifestyle when you're over there? You know, a couple of extra marriages.
I'd love to do a film with Julia Roberts.
Right. So personally, you've got no objection to it?
Romance, maybe.
Right.
But it would be acting. Because, quite frankly, the superficiality of it would be a bit appalling.
You're happy living in LA?
I like America. American people are all right. The showbiz side of it is not so kosher.
Right.
And it's a sadness when they come back here to see that the hokey side of America is what you all aspire to.
What?
Baseball caps.
I haven't got a baseball cap, have you?
I went to LA, I was just saying to Johnny in the green room, I went to LA about a couple of months ago, and the one thing I did see was everything is a facade. And for instance, you know, the little GMTV studio, when you watch it, and this is, I mean, forgive me for thinking this, but you watch TV and everything seems so glamorous. And you do like Jackie Brambles from Hollywood. And when they went in there, it's a little tiny studio with just like a, you know, that thing projected onto the back. And that summed LA up for me.
Big empty spaces.
But you live there, you must like it.
I like the freedom of it, and let's face it, I mean, I left England because of police harassment years and years ago, and that was...
Did you get harassed for?
Just about anything you care to mention. Long history of it. When you're outspoken here way back then, 5 years back, it was a dangerous, dangerous thing. When I was accused of treason.
But no harassment in LA from the cops at all?
In a different way.
Only if you speed?
Well, no, it's usually someone offering you a film script.
Trying to force it down your throat?
Absolutely.
Whether you like it or not. Right, still to come, don't like... I'm sorry?
I said that's a hardship, isn't it? Someone trying to force a film script down your throat.
Well, have you read it?
Well, fake in America, yeah, even the roofs, because it doesn't rain in LA.
Yeah,
so
you're right. OK, more on the weather of LA next, but still to come, don't laugh at my bush, George. Music news is next.
Chat, isn't it?
Sorry, what did you say?
It's a pleasant chat.
Yeah, that's the idea of the show, really. It's kind of gentle showbiz. Nothing too aggressive, nothing too nasty.
Fine, mate.
That's just a warning, just in case you want to punch me later. OK. First, the family of the late George Harrison has described the decision to release the schizophrenic who stabbed him as upsetting and insulting. Michael Abram broke into the late Beatles' Oxfordshire mansion in 1999, armed with an electrical flex, a pole, a table lamp and a knife. An independent panel of experts have decided he's now fit to be released.
Well, he should be a furniture removal bloke if he brought a table and a lamp with him.
Well, unfortunately, he didn't have those plans in his mind. Although nobody knows what's going on in his mind. Right, multicoloured Michael Jackson has been protesting at the way record companies treat black artists. Jacko took his favourite method of transport, the protest bus, through Manhattan to voice his opinion on the way labels treat black singers. His own label, Sony, have described the comments as
the black artists.
That's the first I've heard him talk for months now.
I know, it sounded like he was using rent-a-lips.
Rent-a-lips. Somebody's operating him from up down there. Kylie says she has dimples in her backside. The Quarter Pint responded to the complaints by locking himself in a toilet. And we all know what happened last time he did that.
Yeah, don't we?
Like
what's the scam about that? Are people moaning that he won't release it in America?
Well, the Sun's calling him a coward because he gave the story to the Mirror.
Right, but he's still one ahead of the Sun because he actually wrote the record. What the hell did they do?
OK, you take it out with the editor of the Sun. I'm not his representative
Secondly,
on Earth.
who gives a toss about what George Michael does or not anymore?
I think that's the core problem. Because Radio 1 haven't playlisted this, none of the independent local radio stations have, because they just think the song isn't great. Regardless of the video and this kind of hype thing, the song's
I'm still a fan, though. I think he's great, yeah.
Do you like this song, then?
I haven't heard it, to be honest.
Right.
But I do like him. I mean, I've been a fan for years.
But George Michael doing politics?
Ludicrous.
Just doesn't really work, does
No,
it?
don't, and it's hypocritical of him. He's had every chance over the years to change the world for a better place if he wanted to. Really, he's just trying to affect his own wallet.
It's a bit of publicity, isn't it?
Yeah.
We all know that a bit of politics thrown in, a bit of
Nonsense.
controversy, a bit of publicity.
Bad cartoon from what I can see.
It's fairly rubbish, isn't it? I mean, it's not that shocking either.
No,
He
it's
wants to be
kind of low
shocking.
rent, to be frank,
Yeah.
isn't it? I reckon the record companies are backing out of him.
Yeah, there might be.
Well, you never know the way this industry is. People sit and say things like this, and suddenly someone comes back with a great hit. Look the way Kylie came back. You just
Yeah.
don't know, do you?
Even with celluloid.
But him, it was what, his rear end or a cartoon?
Which is going to sell him more records, probably his rear end, really, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't care.
Don't you?
Not about him, no. It doesn't do enough for the world.
Right, OK. Nothing for the world at all.
No.
That's fine. We can't say more fairer than that, can we? But you're still a fan.
I am still a fan, yeah.
Right.
I'm not fickle.
You're going to buy this? Or was the acid test?
I'll buy his next album, definitely.
OK, that's fine. Right, 90,000 drag queens, muscle Marys and diesel dykes gathered in London this weekend for the 30th annual Lesbian and Gay Mardi
George
Gras.
Michael Jubilee.
George Michael wasn't there. Atomic Kitten and Westlife were headlining the pop shindig, but there are mutterings that Mardi's gone limp as far as the politics are concerned. Here we go again. Jeff Moody blows a whistle for Liquid News.
Pink pounding.
Sorry? A good pink pounding.
She said pink pound. Give him a good pink pounding.
OK. Right, it's not just HRH who's celebrating her jubilee.
Oh,
The Sex Pistols are also having a party at the Palace. We're talking about you now. So pay attention, please. Crystal Palace, that is. They're playing to remember 25 glorious years since the spit first hit the shovel.
God save the Queen! Remaining man!
Now, you're 46.
All
You're
that
thin.
bending down now, I'm telling you, it was the pants.
Was it?
Leather pants. Ooh.
Do they pinch a bit?
Oh, yes, they do, and they make you right sweaty where you would least want.
What kind of pants are you wearing now?
Nice flexibles.
Really? Plenty of room.
Yes.
Gabardines.
Eyes off me pants.
Just checking for fashion tips. Now, you're 46, you're thin, you're on Liquid News. Is that how you envisage yourself, you know, when you're doing this? Is that how you saw yourself?
And I have no shame about your efforts in the world,
Neither do I. But
and I have no shame about what I get up to. And I don't see the two as being incompatible with each other. We're both communicating. That's the business
it
we're
wasn't
in.
shame. I was just saying, is this how you pictured yourself when you were 20? Do you think you'd still be doing...
Who knows what the
tours?
hell you'd be doing when you're 20? Actually, you're mostly brain dead. Most of the people I knew at that time were, and still are. I think I was a little further ahead of the game,
Right.
and I actually had ambitions. There could be a world where people meant what they said and believed in what they did.
Were you aware you were further of the game?
Yeah. I mean, I had classic examples of heroin overdosing Eric Clapton pop stars to realise that that weren't the way I was going to go.
Right. And are you happy with the way you've gone?
Very much so. There's nothing I've done to not be proud of. I've meant what I've said and I've stuck to it.
Is it true you've made a fortune in property speculation as well
No,
as
it's a
music?
complete lie. I
Is it?
spread a couple of years back that the dopey press here picked up on. And I just let them run with it. Because quite frankly, not any of them bothered to check any of that nonsense out.
See, this is a great opportunity to check my
I
facts.
live quite frugally, you know.
Right.
I mean, look at it seriously. Sex Pistols, Public Image, you know, the records I do. Yes, I have my own TV show in America and all that, but it's low money, it's nice amounts. It's not too big where the tax becomes a problem. So I keep things at an even keel.
And
Sensible, frugal.
sensible, frugal. Is that the kind of words that you'd like to be, you know, known for now? You sound like a Chancellor of the Exchequer.
No, I'm just smart. I don't need a Ferrari. I don't have a low sense of self-esteem. I come from a poor background. I know the value of things. I know what it was like to have to save up for a pair of shoes. And I've never lost that. It's good to keep those things in you.
So you don't think you ever lose that? You don't think no matter how many that could come
I'm never
in?
going to be a clothes horse or a fashion victim or a mindless idiot.
And what
It's just not possible.
What about going back with the Sex Pistols? You know, you got the gig on the 27th of July in Crystal Palace.
Very proud to have it too. Very not happy with the way I think Britain approached its own jubilee with the royal family. Actually, totally mediocre to me. I'm not totally anti the royal family. I'm anti the way they behave and what they've done with it. They really are a mediocre act. And that Jubilee performance with Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, do you really need the likes of that drug-crazed idiot to prop up your royal family? They should have had the Pistols there. And that would have been a good meeting of the minds. And until regal institutions like that fess up and meet its population, and I am one of them, regardless of where I live, that's where my tax money went to, I will comment on them.
You should be